So this evening we are out here in Sacramento, California to validate and document for a really beautiful and sweet and loving family to see what the nature of the activity in their home might be. As usual, we don't have a lot of details, we don't have a lot of information, and that's how I like it. And all of you out there might notice I have a little scratchiness, a little funny tone to my voice, and that is because we had a dark paranormal case about a week ago that suddenly I was stricken with severe laryngitis. I am now recovering about, I would say, 85% of my voice back. But it just goes to show and explain to everybody out there why paranormal investigation is so serious. Why we don't take a lot of guests very frequently on these cases. Why they can be very detrimental to the physical body, literally, metaphorically, spiritually. There are hazards all over the place in paranormal investigating, but especially from the spirit realm. So it is something that we do take extremely seriously. We can't just have people being affected in this way. And I'm a well-balanced, grounded, intuitive, and I can still get hit. Same thing has happened to my mentor. You may have seen her getting very scratchy and having her voice and throat affected on various cases on the dead files.
Several.
Yeah, same thing. It happens. So with that said, I am a very dedicated investigator and medium. I want to get resolution for our clients no matter what, whether the energies want to impact me in different ways. I'm still going to fight for our clients.
Sure.
Because they matter. And our clients tonight are no exception. They matter very, very much to us, and we want them to have peace of mind of what's going on in their home and what kind of activity is happening. I am sensing a lot of different energy. I initially felt, before we even have moved into the home very much, when I was just in the kitchen with the family, I felt 3 different energies coming forward to me. An older male that seemed a little bit stubborn, and he's not ready to talk to me yet, but he might engage me, I'm not sure. There was a female that seemed kind of nosy, but very sweet. Like, she means well. That's what she's saying. Like, but I can do this for you. I can take care of this. Like, she really does mean well, but she's just a little pushy. And there is a younger male, and I'm having a lot of trouble in my chest with him, and also like upper chest and like throat and shoulder. All this whole region kind of bothers me, and I'm also getting a little bit of a strange abdominal cramping, and I don't know what that means. Those are the initial impressions he's giving me. So I think that these souls probably do belong in some way, shape, or form. And I want to see if those are the only souls that are here, or if there's something else that has wandered in. But I get the impression that these particular souls aren't going to let a lot of strange energy in. But the younger male seems to think it's funny as hell to make noises and move things. He's actually quite amused with himself at this point. So we're going to have to teach him to just be a little more polite, because he's funny as hell and he's so sweet. But God, he's like, I just want them to know. I just want them to know. And so that's kind of the impression he's giving me.
How are we getting validation?
Okay, so it sounds like we might be having some validation. Yeah. And I did ask the clients if they felt anything from when I first spoke to them before the cameras were on, and they gave me the nod of yes, that some stuff made sense to them. And I also feel like the female seems to, like almost auditory phenomena. Something with a female soul. There's auditory phenomena with her. And I'm not sure how that manifests yet. So I want to kind of suss her out and figure out what exactly she's doing. If she's whispering things, or if she's coming into people's dreams to like give them messages of hope, or how she's trying to interact. She seems to be indicating she's trying to interact as well. I almost feel like somebody paces the hallways to protect and guard and checks all the rooms to make sure everyone's safe and tucked in. That this is more like a guardian, like let me check you, and like room to room to room, checking up on everybody. I think that we will kind of decide how to do the walkthrough, talk to our clients a little bit, and move forward with our investigation.
Are you feeling right now that they are transitioned, the souls that you're sensing?
Yes.
Okay.
I do not feel stuck or earthbound, especially the fact that they can interact with the environment so easily. I don't feel like they're stuck because they can really mess around with stuff. I almost feel like, and the 3, they're telling me the 3 is so significant, and I do see some religious icons in the home, but they're also giving me like the Trinity. They're bringing up the Trinity as important. So I don't know if that has a significance to one of the souls. Like if one of them was profoundly religious, and that might be the female possibly, because they're seeming that there's some sort of profound connection to faith.
Okay.
For that particular soul as well.
That makes sense.
So we'll see what they have to say to us, and I do keep seeing somebody standing behind you.
I see.
Are you in night shot, Wendy? Because that would be great to be able to see that, because I feel like somebody's standing right behind him.
Wow.
Because I keep seeing like
I kind of got a tap right between the shoulder blades.
Yeah. Oh, God. That is like almost solid. That's awesome. It's very cute. Nice looking young man. Sorry, honey, but he's a good looking kid.
No, maybe not. That's great.
The older gentleman, he's like, well, I'm not that bad either.
Awesome.
How cute is that?
He wants to be acknowledged. Okay, fine. I'll acknowledge all of them. So
That's awesome.
let's figure this out.
You got it.
Because our clients deserve it.
Absolutely. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Obviously, I got to do the whole walkthrough of the space, and I like to do the integral before I do the full walkthrough, because anything I pick up organically, I want it to be as pure and unfettered as possible, so you guys can understand that there are things that I'm picking up before I've been tainted by anything in this house, because I want you guys to really connect to anything that's happening. I don't feel like there's a lot of dark energy here, but I feel like it's very busy.
It is.
It's like it's almost like a party or a family reunion is occurring in your space. Like everybody and their brothers here, like everybody, and the family dog, like everybody's here, and they're just all having a really good time. And so, like, I just gotta figure out who the heck all these people are.
That's why I never fear eerie.
Yeah, it feels busy.
Yeah.
Which might be like, oh wait, what was that? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on,
Yeah.
And but then again, if it's just your loved ones, I mean, that's fine. It could be direct loved ones, could be ancestors several generations back, and that's all good. But it can get overwhelming sometimes if you don't quite know, or if you're not quite sure. And I felt that way in my own house before, with like, especially around the holidays, my family spirits get really, really active, and I'm like, all right, come on, give me some breathing room, give me a moment to like catch myself, but they get so excited. They love to participate in everything with us, so they can kind of get a little boisterous. But I honestly feel like the female makes a crap load of noise in the kitchen. Like, she's very busy in here, and she makes so much noise in here. But the male, both males actually walk the halls and patrol the halls. It's like they're patrolling. Especially the older male, and the older male is taking the younger male, showing them how to check everybody. And this is what we need to do, and this is what we need to do to make sure everyone's safe. It's big, like he's big on making sure the doors are locked, it's safe, like things are good. But he's saying every time you get stressed, that he has to be more active to like get your mind back the other direction. Like he tries to reboot you. Like stop. Like everything's just relaxed. Like he tries to get like almost a hold of you in a loving way. Like stop, because like he's reacting to you. Is what it feels like. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems he's very intent on fixing you, fixing your soul, fixing your heart.
It's so sweet.
He seems very, very intent on that. And the older couple is almost taking a backseat to that. They're just saying, I'll let him. But they're still very present. There seems to be another female that I'm now feeling too, and I don't know who she is. She came out of nowhere. She just popped in. She's a little bit crazy. She's kind of funny though, but she's this other lady, and I don't know if she's ancestral or how far back she goes, but she's the consummate like crazy aunt. She's just like wild and crazy, and she's like ah, like she's really excited. I'm like, Jesus, what are you doing? So She's nice though, for whoever she may or may not be, because I don't always get to figure out who exactly they are. We'll play connect the dots later after I do the walkthrough, and then you can validate anything, you know, if you think you know who any of them are, then you can tell me at that point. But it's clear that some of these do make sense to you.
Very much.
Okay. So we will do the walkthrough. You can say that makes sense, or that resonates, or that kind of stuff, you know. And then you can just unload it all and
Yeah.
kind of sit down and regroup. And then we'll break out a bunch of meters and let your loved ones
Roll
play
out.
with them,
Yeah. Because I think they might.
because I think they want to.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Somebody, the throat is so tight and it's almost suffocating. I almost feel like I'm suffocating. Very tight and lack of air. Being an empathic medium, I often would just feel things from them. I'm not going to be able to tell what it means. But man, it is so bad in the throat. And it's already my weak spot right now, so
Right.
it's even easier for them to hit me there. But I just can't, I cannot breathe for anything. My ears are ringing now. Oh, okay, let's pause on that one. That hurts. I don't like this one. It's okay. You can show it to me. Please just show it to me. I can take it. I'm a tough bird. Yeah, they're hitting me hard with this one. Woo! This'll knock you on your keister. It's like this massive pain, and I can't breathe, and I'm huh. And I'm gone. And now I'm fine. And everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm
That was
fine.
fast.
Yeah, it was actually really like, it was so intense. The pain was so deep. And then I'm fine. And everything's good. And then and suddenly I can breathe again. Like the air just comes back. I think what he's trying to say is that I didn't suffer. Or he's trying to lessen the suffering, like the concept of suffering, to make it easier. I think he's trying to explain his suffering was not. He's saying, I'm fine. Look, he goes, like this kid is doing jumping jacks. He's like, I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm great. Everything is fine. Like he's so determined to express that he's fine. The older gentleman makes my knees hurt. And my hips are feeling tight too. I'm feeling a lot of arthritis right and hips and knees. I'm just feeling really tight in there. And this lower part of the spine feels very uncomfortable with one of them. The female keeps holding her belly. She just, maybe a little digestive issue. GERD, ulcer maybe. Oh, tummy bubbles. Because sometimes it's not always what they died from, but sometimes just something they had in life. They'll just show me random things. And, like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten all the spicy food, but it was good. I liked it anyway. Because she gave me like a little like bubbly, like, ugh, and a little reflux feeling for a second. I'm like, it's a little uncomfortable. Ew. Didn't taste good either. Because still got the tightness in the throat a little bit from one of them. Oh, they're just sending me through all of their death states. Oh.
Ow, and more ow.
Yeah, a lot of ow. But they're also very adamant that they're fine.
They're all good now.
I'm trying to listen to you. Okay. He says, it was me. I don't know what, but he's saying, it was me.
Yeah.
So if he's trying to connect the dots, he's like, I did this, I did that. Da, 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 da. He's like checking off those, like literally doing like this check off list. He's like, I did this and I did that and I had that. And he goes, and I'm still part of everything. Yeah, he's very, very adamant about being part of everything. And the other lady, she seems a little fluffy, not bad. And she's grabbing onto him and going, "You shouldn't harass them so much."
Oh.
He's like, "Why not? It's a little weird." I think she might have been gone a little bit more. So like I think she gets the rules better. He's just like, "I just want to have a good time." But she does make some noise. She does accidentally make noise. She doesn't try to, but she accidentally makes noises, like knocks or taps. Like you'll hear like a tap. Like she accidentally runs into things. He's more purposeful with his engagement of the space. Very physical. He's very physical in the space. Oh, I feel really weird in here. Mirrors are ringing really loud. Ooh.
That was just.
Oh.
I don't know what that was.
It was not
Oh,
paranormal.
Sure, the lights.
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna grab something. It's fine.
My ears are ringing in here. Why? It's like this imagery of like slicking the hair back with like stuff and like making it like a gel, like making it neat and making it nice. I want to look nice, and like so like I see this person standing in this space making their hair nice. Oh, and we gotta smell good. We need to smell good. You don't have to smell like a French whore, son. Come on. He's just doing like the spray all over let's spray down here, spray here. I'm like, oh, he's so amusing. Such a just a cool vibration, a cool dude. I like his energy. Very practical joker though. He liked to be funny, like crack. It's sort of like that. I can't even think of the word. Like when you crack on people, but you're doing it out of love, and you're just like kind of giving people just a really hard time and just talking crap, but it's out of fun. Is the energy I feel.
Teasing.
Yeah, just a light teasing, but kind of like a sort of snapping on people a little bit, but like in a fun way. Oh, more at the chest. Okay, I think I'd like to exit the space now. It's a little overwhelming for me. Rove all the spaces.
Yeah. Oh, this is cathartic, I hope.
I hope so too. I walk into spaces, I don't know what I'm going to feel.
Right.
Somebody is very bonded to one of the other souls. One of the living souls that resides in this space is heavily bonded to one of the deceased souls. Like the connection is deep. Like very, 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 very deep connection. It's they got like there's like this spiritual connection between the two where they could speak without speaking, just it's sort of like an understanding. The souls they understand each other. So I'm not sure if this living person is feeling a little isolated or alone, or just is isolating themselves a little bit and feeling a little bit anxious or depressed, because it feels just a lot of like just let me be, leave me be. I feel a sort of a sense of isolation on occasion, purposeful isolation. So the living person needs to be drawn out and brought made to feel important again, like they matter. They need to be pulled forward and matter. This needs to be a conscious family effort to make this soul come back out into the less depressed state. I think it's a duality. I feel a duality in here. There's a lot of happiness and fun and joy, but then there's this weird hidden undercurrent of like quiet isolation. It's very strange. And I'm trying to figure out what that means. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes,
Okay.
very much.
All right. Because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, what am I feeling? This is weird. It's hard to always make sense of it in my own. Cause,
My grandson sleeps in here.
oh, okay. Does he kind of stay away from people a lot?
Yes, very much. Every day he's in here by himself.
Drag him out once in a while. I mean, yeah, you want to give him time to do his things.
Yeah, I do. I try to.
Yeah. Keep trying.
Yeah, I know.
It'll sink in.
Yeah, I know.
Was he really affected by one of the deaths in the house?
Yeah. His
Okay.
uncle.
Okay. Because there seems to be, like, he feels lost without him. I'd like to validate for your grandson that other soul still is very close and keeps trying to push him out to spend time with the family, because the other soul is saying family is the most important thing. Don't ignore your family. You don't know how much time you have. So make sure you make the most of it, is kind of what he's trying to impart to the living soul that's in here. So I make sure that he gets that message.
I will.
I want him to know that he wants him to re-engage, that it would honor him and it would make him happier if that he would re-engage with the family. I think that would be paramount. Ooh, I get the chills. Got all the goose tinglies. He's a very potent soul. Very potent soul. Okay, next.
Back there on it.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy to feel.
It is, for sure.
Suddenly I feel like I'm surrounded by like a lot of stuff that doesn't belong to somebody who's living. Some of this it feels like a hodgepodge. Like, I know it seems like a storage room, but I feel very encompassed by like a lot of randomness. And I don't know why he's drawing.
Careful of the hot iron behind you.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not hurt myself today. He keeps drawing me to these jackets. And I think that they might actually belong to a living person now that he's kind of explaining it, but he's putting one of them on. And I don't understand why. But he's putting one of them on, and I don't know which. I don't know why he's showing me that. It's very strange. He seems to like this getup quite a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, and I don't know that necessarily it belonged to him, but it may not have, but he seems to like it. He seems drawn to it. And he was making a weird crack about this brown jacket. He was trying to make some sort of comment, but I couldn't quite hear him. But he was like chuckling, and he said something, and then he chuckled about the brown jacket. So I don't know why he was laughing at the brown jacket, but the man was laughing at the brown jacket. Very strange. Dead people are weird. They're so weird. Can you show me something or tell me something significant? My hands are like hot. Actually, I feel heat. Here, do you want to feel? Do you feel like the heat?
Yeah, you want. Come around the tear in here.
I feel. heartbreak. That's the word that I'm being told is heartbreak. I don't know if someone just like was in here and had their heart broken, or like they were, something like happened. Where, you know, just the word heartbreak comes to mind in this space. This hurts again right here. Right here in the sternum. Hurting really, like it burns actually. Hurts really, really bad. Yeah. It just, if I feel like I'm surrounded, the words that I'm hearing is surrounded by the past. I'm surrounded by the past. Next room. Ooh, that's a fancy bed.
Yeah. Isn't it though?
Alright, who in the hell has the horrible back pain?
We both do.
Oh, it's kicking my butt in here. Oh. I get to feel living people's pain too, by the way.
Being an empath is fun.
Yay! Because, ooh, it is searing. Like I'm getting all this stuff in here, but then I'm getting all the tightness up in the shoulder wing area. Like, it's like iron bars in my back.
Use a good massage.
Some of this is stress. Some of this is collecting so much emotion. The body is wound up like, you know, tight kind of thing of wire. Like it's all bound. You're all bound up. And a little bit difficulty maybe with breathing at night. A little kind of, it seemed like a little snory or stuffy kind of breathing at night type of thing going on in the space too. In here. But what I'm hearing is there is such strength in the pair of you. Like the pair of you are an amazingly strong tether for each other. Sometimes you don't always feel like it. Sometimes you feel like you're drifting. But the ones on the other side see it from a different perspective, and they see the strength that you're giving to everybody else. But that you're letting yourself break down, but at the wrong times. Like you're binding yourself up and then breaking down when your body is collapsed. Like you can't do anymore. You get yourself too far. You don't let it out in little stints. And that is causing a cumulative effect that's making you not feel well. So we'll have to talk about ways to work on that. Because it's going to be something that clearly is going to take time. However, that's not what he wants for you. He doesn't want you to make yourself sick. He wants you to feel he's healed now, and he wants you to feel good too. That's why he's making all that bloody noise around the house. He's stressed out about her. But he's worried about Dad too. Because he deals with it in a whole different way. And it's not useful either. This is something where you're probably gonna, I don't know if you have talked to people professionally about the stuff, but if you haven't, you should, and if you stopped, you should continue. Because your healing matters. But hopefully today something we can accomplish is letting you know that death is not the end. You're not alone. And that they are very much here. And all up in our business right now. Trying to be active and saying, but I'm here, I'm fine. You know, they really want you to know that they love you and that they're here. So hopefully we can reconnect you guys.
I'm feeling their excitement.
They're very jazzed about this. They're like, what can I play with? And maybe they'll have the energy to play with some of the meters and maybe they won't. I can never tell what the other side is going to be able to do. I can never guarantee it, but we're sure going to give them the old college try.
I can.
Yeah, they're buzzing around.
Yeah, and I can feel their excitement.
They are very excited. The older gentleman actually comes to watch you guys sleep to make sure that everyone's okay. He's a quiet worrywart. He's a very quiet he's like, what are they doing? Doing chat. He's a very interesting man. I don't know who he is, but he's very nice. But he's so quiet. He just wants to like check.
Quietly checking.
Just make sure everyone's okay. Yeah. Interesting soul. Interesting soul. All right, let's go towards the front of the house. There's a lot of interesting dead people in this house. They're kind of cool. Well, that explains a lot right now. And I'm actually glad that all the kids were in here and I didn't come in here first. I'm actually kind of thankful for that. That explains a hell of a lot right now.
I didn't see that either.
There are several souls roaming around in this place, but that explains a lot. Yeah, he definitely would be interested in looking pretty and smelling pretty.
Yeah.
What an interesting soul.
Aww.
But that does explain a hell of a lot. But I'd like to know who the other ones are too.
Yeah.
I take it this is probably one of the ones I've been feeling.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
gosh.
I am
So sorry.
I'm very profoundly sorry for your
Me
loss.
too. He's younger than my son.
When was he? What? 80?
Born in '85.
Oh yeah, 5 years younger than me.
Oh my god.
When did he pass?
June 6, 2014.
Oh. She's way too young.
Way too young. He's okay now though.
What an amazing soul though.
He really is.
What an amazing soul.
He's an amazing son.
Yes, he is.
I don't want to channel him too deeply.
No, don't do that because he won't be able to breathe.
Yeah, I am gonna have a hard time.
I know.
He's a fabulous guardian angel.
That's for sure.
If you had to pick of all the guardian angels to get, you guys have got a great one.
Great one.
But
That's
you've got more than you thought, because there's a whole bunch of other people roaming around this place that are trying to be very useful too.
Yeah, they are.
And they're all just really excited to be involved in this process. They're like, ooh, we get to talk to, some people that can feel us and see us and sense us. So they're really quite jazzed about it. But clearly this is the loudest of your souls. I think that it probably would be good to kind of regroup for a minute, let you guys get some water, kind of breathe, and then we can sit down, maybe in here. You guys can sit over here. I could sit over there so you're not on camera, but we can get your validations and also your experiences. Does that sound good to me? Take 5 minutes just to breathe and all of that?
Take it all and set up.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right.
I'll take a break. That's a big responsibility and burden. So we obviously did our walkthrough of your home, of your space, and felt a lot of different energy and a lot of different sensations. And so we've gotten some validation, but since we're kind of documenting what made sense, what that sort of thing, can you reiterate to me who made sense, what I felt that connected for you guys?
The first one's my son,
Okay.
Ernest. And the second one, the old man, is my father.
Okay.
And the gal, she's my nephew's wife that just passed.
Okay. And I do feel several other souls that are wandering around here. And like I said, some of them are not stepping forward as actively, but they might come through on other devices. Because we got a lot of different things. As far as a lot of the physical pain, I felt some of your physical pain in your room. And so you were saying you have obviously problems with your back and damage and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
You got rods in your back.
I have rods, screws, pins, pages.
Jeez.
All up my hip.
Right.
Well, that's a plethora of pain I was probably feeling.
Oh,
I'm sorry you have to feel that. And I don't think stress helps.
No.
it makes it worse.
Yeah,
for
it,
sure.
it just adds to
Yeah.
the physical pain and a lot of the issues that you're probably going through. So,
I think that the pain that you're feeling is from both, because we both have the rods. And
oh yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say, because I was looking at the bed, I'm like, there's a lot of back pain in this
Yeah.
bed. This does not feel good.
But we
No,
both
the
have
chair's
the rods.
his. He sleeps in the chair.
Oh.
Yeah, I sleep in the chair, she sleeps in the bed.
Oh. I'm so
And I
sorry.
also felt a little bit of almost, it felt like a challenge breathing or a little snorkeliness. Like it felt just like, I don't know. I didn't feel like I was breathing very well in there. And I don't know what that, like asthmatic or allergies but I felt like I wasn't breathing as good or snoring. Like there was something, I wasn't breathing as good.
For the last 2 weeks, she's been sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has
Yeah, that I can't
sinus,
breathe and. Yeah.
Okay.
sinus problems.
Well, that's no fun at all.
No.
No.
I'm so sorry. Were there other things, like as I was going room to room, were there things that made sense that I was
Very much.
describing to you?
Everything you described my son, the way he used the gel, the way he used,
Oh.
Combed his hair.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and always smell good for the girls.
Cool,
Girls
we always had
chased
to be
him.
cool.
He was
Okay.
layering it on quite
He's,
thick.
yeah.
he's
Yes.
a cutie pie.
Oh yeah, it chased him since he was like in 3rd, 4th grade.
Oh man.
Always, and
Yeah.
that was his room.
Oh,
That was his
Oh,
that explains a lot.
that explains a heck of a lot.
That's
And
okay.
in the second room, my grandson
Yeah.
sleeps in.
And
And that was his only.
They were
nephew.
super
They
close.
they seem very bonded. The energy felt bonded to me. And that bond is still there. Death does not stop that connection. It does not stop that bond. That love transcends time and space.
Yeah, I never felt ever since he left he was ever gone.
Yeah, no, he's sure not
He's not
gone.
gone.
No, I always felt he was here, and
Yeah.
I keep that light on for him because when he used to go out, I used to leave
Leave
the
the
light
light
on,
on,
and I used to tell him, "I'll leave it on until you get home. Don't turn it off." Well,
but it's never been off. I leave it on all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be.
yeah.
But, you know, he is very much here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Definitely,
He's
I knew he was
He's a
here.
very active spirit.
He's moved a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
He's slammed the washer drawer on me.
Oh.
Well, not on me, but
Yeah.
scared me.
Just to start
Yeah.
Startled me.
Yeah, I really,
Prankster.
he tries, yeah, because
Very much was.
that's what I was saying, he was a practical joker, that I kept
Yes.
feeling like he was pulling jokes and trying to be funny
Yes.
and dry and sarcastic. And
Yes, always.
But he tries to move things and do things. I really feel like he does it to get your attention when you're not feeling good or not in a good mood, or he's trying to reboot you and make you feel like I'm still here, knock it off. Like he's trying to get your attention.
Yes.
Because
It isn't it?
Yeah, and nothing changes when the loss of the physical body. There's nothing that can take that away, and to lose a child, that is. There's nothing that's ever going to change that grief. And people say, oh, it'll be this, it'll be that. No one can tell you how your grief process is going to be. This is forever going to be a process for you. And we actually have another good friend and a client that lost
lost her son.
lost her son. And he does so much to interact with her.
He does.
He appears, he sends her things, he sends her feathers and coins. And like he does all these things to like...
Does he leave you signs and symbols?
Do you know my first birthday when we first lost him? We went to go visit him. There was a balloon flying. It was flying that
Wow.
all the way down. It turned around and came all the way to me. It's right there in that Aztec.
Oh, the balloon right
It
there.
said
Oh,
happy birthday.
yeah.
It says happy birthday.
Oh.
Well, there you go. He's
Right to her on her birthday. Flew right to her.
that's kind of the...
That's one of those.
It turned around and came to me.
Well, because it was meant for you.
Yes, it
And that's
was.
sort of the point
Yeah.
with these souls is that, yes, their physical body is gone. And we like to jokingly call it our meat suits. You know,
Yeah.
when our bodies are gone, our souls are still very much present and alive. They're connected to us because we were connected in life, but now they're also connected to the divine. And then therefore, you get that direct connection to that soul and to the divine through them.
Double plus good.
So that is an amazing and beautiful connection that you get to have through your loved ones. And that never dies. That will never die. He'll never leave. He is bound and determined to be part of your lives, be part of the holidays, be part of birthdays, be part of everything. But most of all, he needs you guys to know, and especially the grandson that, you said that they were very connected, for you guys to live, to thrive, not to isolate, not to tear apart, not to emotionally break apart, but to live and to thrive and to just really live in his memory and in his honor. Because that is how he continues to be part of everything. If you guys really, really, not just exist, but live, that makes his memory just that much more beautiful and profound. And he's really, really, really stuck on the fact that he feels a lot of you guys are doing different things to cope that just aren't living completely. Not to the best of your ability. Like you try and you do, and you take care of the little ones, and you do a lot of things, and you have fun, and you smile, and you have a lot of you're making good memories. But it's not, there's something missing, and I'm not sure what it is, and it's not my business, it's your guys' thing, but there's something that he's trying to identify that each of you needs to do to truly live and connect. He wants you guys to plug in together just a little bit more, because that is what he's like. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So the more you live and connect and make those bonds now, I mean, that's where it's all really at. That's what he really wants you guys to do.
Because family's everything.
It is, and he's really big on that. Family is everything. And because there's a much older female, and then there's a younger female. There's one gal that seems to just, I don't know, she seems to have had a problem with her self-confidence. Some female, and I can't figure out who she is. She's giving me this impression of self-confidence issues. And she died a little before her time as well, before she was 40. But I can't quite place her and connect her all the way. So we'll figure all the dots out eventually. Because a lot of these souls start to just kind of pop up for me, and I have to sort of identify and feel them and sort them out. Sounds like a lot of what we were feeling so far connects to experiences you guys are having. Like you said you're hearing sounds in the houses too. You're hearing things. Okay.
Knocking.
Our alarm goes off when you walk by.
Oh yeah, because I heard the knocking.
All
Yeah.
night long, that alarm.
Oh, so the motion sensor.
Yeah.
The motion sensor will go off.
Yeah.
We'll see things on the camera.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Like a haze or something.
Yeah.
Oh, your dead people need to learn manners.
We need to be,
They're setting
come on
off
now.
the sensors. That's a sign of a truly transitioned
And
spirit.
Randy said that
Yeah, he seems to pace back and forth because he wants to check everybody, because he's trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like
He's
trying
super
to.
attentive now.
He's being extra attentive now, like overdoing it.
Yes.
And
we only had a year.
Yeah. No,
yeah,
he's
so he's being
overcompensation.
He's overzealous about it, and now he's got your son doing it too. And so now they're like, you take that room, I'll take that room, and they're like, they're checking, like Dad will come in and check and make sure you're feeling okay because of your pain, and then your son will go check. The grandson's like, so everyone's doing their duty, making sure everybody's okay. So there's a lot of that going on.
They're pretty precious.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that they're helping so much. And the female souls, they're wandering all over the place, getting into all kinds of things and having a good time.
I don't really got it.
Yeah,
On my aunt and my grandmother.
yeah, and it could very well be them. They're just not stepping forward. Your son is the most profoundly, like, right in my face.
Oh yeah, I mean he's like
He's right here. So I barely can perceive the rest of them. I just got little glimmers of the rest of them, which is fine. Yeah. And that's okay. Either way, they're here. They love you. They're trying to protect you guys and help you. Even if we're thinking it might be this person, it might be that person. He's just like but I'm right
That's
here.
how he does my mom. He would get in her
Yeah.
face.
He
and
just pushed
dance,
it like
and
Get in her
he'd get in her
face.
face.
Yeah,
dance, and
he wants so much to be acknowledged. So hey, we're
We will
acknowledging him, and that's
acknowledge him.
fine.
I always
That's it.
do.
Get
I
in her
talk
face,
to him.
Well, he's
Right in her
listening.
face.
I talk to him every day. Ernest, what are you doing? Oh, you know.
He's
that
hanging
was
out with you
Ernest.
guys. He's still just part of the family dynamic. It doesn't matter that he doesn't have his physical form. That does not matter to him. That's just, you know, that's
hasn't changed
that
his
that
love
hasn't
with the
changed
family.
his love or connection.
Yeah.
Some of the physical pains I was feeling from the deceased, did any of those make any sense? Because those were pretty intense for me,
Yeah, big time.
and they're gonna keep making me feel them until we figure out where they belong.
With my son, the breathing, the chest pain, he had drowned, so
Oh,
he was struggling for air. That's,
that would explain a
That
lot.
would explain a hell of a lot.
But it didn't last long. It really seems like it was quick. And I don't know, he just wants to say that, like he just wants that to be acknowledged, that it was very quick.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want you to think that you suffered, like that he suffered. Like he
He
wants you
didn't
to
have time
know.
to be scared or anything either. He was just,
He wants to be brave about this, and I'm so sorry.
oh, it's just,
And he is very clear that you couldn't have changed anything. Because he is saying that you're holding on to some burden that you think you could have done something different. He really needs to remove that from you right now.
yeah.
Because that is not yours to carry. That is not your cross to bear. So you need to take that off of your back and lift that off. And he understands that it's going to take a long time. And he's going to be next to you for as long as it takes both of you in your own ways, because you do grieve differently, because everyone's different as a human. But he's going to stick by you guys for as long as you need.
He's going to give you signs and
This.
symbols all the time.
Now, so bring her something else. Come on. He's like, what? I brought them S.P.I.R.I.T. Isn't that good enough?
yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah, he did a good job there.
Good job.
That's why he needed to make such a ruckus in the house, because it would draw you to have to call somebody. You know?
He was doing a lot of movement.
Yeah.
It was getting too active just recently, this past week.
Really?
I thought
Well, the
it
holidays are typically active for
Oh,
the
yeah.
was
spirits
getting
too.
more active.
Yeah. They can be very, very boisterous. And he's going to continue to make noise, and he's going to continue to cause things to move, because he wants to remind you frequently that he's around. Because occasionally, even though you know it, sometimes your heart still gets lost.
Oh, yeah.
And so he has to kind of reiterate it to you, and continue that connection. He wants to continue that connection. So he'll kind of continue to do little things to make sure that, you know that he's right there and close. As will the other souls that are all here. Some of them are, immediate close loved ones. Some are ancestral loved ones, but they're all here to kind of help and pitch in and roll up their sleeves and be part of the family unit. So you've got a lot of help. And I think that some of the meters and some of the documentation that we can do will really validate the areas that maybe you get some activity, why you get some activity. Maybe we can pick up some of those anomalies ourselves as
Disco
well.
party.
Yeah, maybe they could play with some of the meters. I would love if he would play with some of the
That
meters.
would be great.
He will.
It'd be fun if he would. And sometimes
I
they
think that-
can,
I
and
think
sometimes they can't. It depends on whatever they've been doing. If they've been really busy lately, they might not have enough energy left. But we'll give them every opportunity to interact.
And your knee, when you said your knees and your hip
Yes.
hurt, that was my dad. He had bad knees.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. There
And
you
he
go.
had arthritis in his hip.
It was pretty painful.
Pretty darn painful.
Yeah, well, it was uncomfortable, but But then he kind of jumped up. He's like, "Hey, they're good as new now."
Yeah, he let you party.
Oh, did
He
he?
let the girls.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no wonder he was being jealous when I said the younger one was
Oh,
really.
yeah.
He was like,
Oh,
"But I look good."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
him, that would be him, yes. He would
Okay.
do that, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute and adorable.
Yeah.
How sweet. Well,
Got the meters.
yeah. Is there anything else you guys wanted to validate while we?
No, you hit it all.
That's great.
Well, I'm glad that the souls were so receptive to me and able to communicate. So we'll break out some meters and see what happens.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Okay.
Get some more validation with these happy souls.
Play with them.
Yeah. It's there for them. If they want to, they can.
Yep.
We never make them, but if they want to, they can.
They have options to play with the toys.
Yeah, indeed they do.